got a really bad feeling.
It'll pass. Trust me, it'll pass.
These two are the most laid-back goofballs in all of the Pride Lands. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Timon and Pumbaa moments.
Wasn't it yesterday when he was small?
For this list, we're looking back at some of the funniest and most iconic moments with the meerkat-warthog duo of Disney's The Lion King, both on the big and small screens. Number 10. Pumbaa's Amnesia. Around the world with Timon and Pumbaa.
That's right. No worries, no responsibilities, and not a cloud in the sky.
In the compilation direct-to-video special Around the World with Timon and Pumbaa, our favorite warthog ends up getting struck by lightning and gets a bad case of amnesia.
Here, hold. Oh my gosh.
Timon tries to jog his buddy's memory by recounting to him, and first-time viewers, some select episodes from the very first season of their own spin-off series. It ends up working eventually, but then Timon ends up with amnesia, and the only way to get his memory back is to rewind the movie.
Yahoo! I've got my Pumbaa back! Wahoo! Yippee! Yeah, boy! Woo! 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 Timon! Timon! What's a Timon?
This was definitely a creative way to showcase the hilarious misadventure that the duo's TV series had to offer. Number 9. The Winds of War. The Lion King 2: Simba's Pride. It's an all-out war between the Pridelanders and the Outsiders, and Timon and Pumbaa are more than willing to get in on the fight.
What do we do? What do we do?
There's only one thing we can do, Pumbaa. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. That's our motto.
At least until they get chased and cornered by Zira's lionesses. It looks like the end for our favorite twosome, but Timon manages to scare the hunters off by pointing Pumbaa's tail at them like a rifle, threatening to use it. If there's one thing stronger than any lion, it's Pumbaa's stench.
Don't anybody move. This thing's loaded. I'll let you have it. Yeah. Talk about your winds of war.
The last thing you'd ever want is to be caught downwind of it, so running off may have been the smartest move the lionesses ever made. Timon and Pumbaa may not be the fiercest, but you can't say they don't prepare for battle. Number 8. They call me Mr. Pig, the Lion King. Pumbaa is usually the good-natured, loyal, sometimes rational one of the duo. However, there's one thing that really sets him off: being called a pig. Whenever anyone foolishly insults him as such, he goes completely berserk.
Who's the pig?
Are you talking to me?
Uh-oh, they called him a pig.
Are you talking to me?
Shouldn't have done that.
Are you talking to me?
Now they're in for it.
They call me Mr. Pig!
Not only is watching the normally level-headed warthog lose it hilarious, but it's also a funny homage to the iconic Mr. Tibbs line from In the Heat of the Night.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Oddly enough, he doesn't usually go hog wild on his friends when they call him a pig, probably because they usually mean it as a term of affection. However, Pumbaa's enemies, especially the hyenas, would be wise not to disrespect this sensitive swine. Number 7. You're the only friend I've ever had. The Lion King 1.5. After a frustrating day trying and failing to find their new dream home, Timon is just about ready to pack it in and return to his tribe.
I give up!
But you can't give up. We still haven't found our dream home.
Forget it, Pumbaa. I've been dragging you down long enough. I'm going home, and I suggest you do the same.
He encourages Pumbaa to do the same, but the gentle warthog reveals that he doesn't have a home. He's all alone in the world.
What happened? Are you lost? No place good enough for you? What, you're all alone in this big empty world?
Timon sympathizes with the big lug because of his own loneliness, and admits that Pumbaa's the only real friend he's ever had.
Pumbaa, you're the only friend I've ever had.
You mean?
Yeah, Pumbaa. And friends stick together to the end.
You'd never expect these two bumbling outcasts to have a touching moment like this, and yet they pull it off so well, leaving their audience in happy tears to see their friendship solidified. Number 6. Stand By Me, The Lion King's Timon and Pumbaa. Every now and then, Timon and Pumbaa's spin-off series would feature fun music videos performed by the titular duo, which were usually covers of already well-known tunes.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
In this particular number, Timon, with the aid of some harmonizing frogs, sings a cover of Benny King's Stand By Me, about how he won't be afraid as long as Pumbaa's by his side.
So Pumbaa, Pumbaa, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Meanwhile, poor Pumbaa finds himself constantly bombarded by a series of unfortunate but hilarious events, and Timon is completely oblivious.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
I don't think I like this song!
While we naturally feel bad for Pumbaa's predicament, it's hard to not laugh at this much slapstick being presented in a cool, soulful music video. Number 5. Let Me At 'Em, The Lion King 2: Simba's Pride.
Why, Simba, what are you doing out here and so alone?
Simba has been hurt in a nasty ambush by the outsiders, and needless to say, Kovu's not very popular with the Pridelanders.
Mother.
Simba, talk to me. What happened?
As soon as Timon sees the disgraced lion, he comically shouts, "Let me at him," and tells Pumbaa to hold him back. By now, it's pretty obvious that Timon's bark is worse than his bite, so trying to make himself look tough like this with a bluff is just humorous, made even funnier by Pumbaa's obliviousness to the bluff.
Oh, why, I oughta. Let me at him, let me at him. Here, hold me back.
Okay,
Let me at him, let me at him.
okay.
Even if he's all talk, you can't deny his loyalty to Simba, standing by his side no matter the circumstance. Number 4. Stalling the Hyenas, The Lion King 1.5. It's the final battle between Simba and Scar at Pride Rock, and Timon and Pumbaa have a plan to take out the hyenas once and for all with the help of Timon's family.
What do we do?
Well, I've got a plan.
How can we help?
Ma, Uncle Max, you're gonna dig a trap. We're gonna need, dare I say it, tunnels!
Unfortunately, the duo has the difficult task of distracting the hyenas while the trap is set up, without getting eaten in the process.
Not yet. Keep stalling.
Okay. Got it, kid.
They do everything to stall for time. They juggle, they do freestyle. Timon even tries spontaneously proposing to one of them.
Shenzi Marie Predatora Veldetta Jagalina Hyena, would you do me the honor of becoming my bride?
The trap goes off with a slight hitch, but gets the hyenas out of the game. Number 3. Luau, The Lion King. To get past the hyenas, Simba needs Timon and Pumbaa to create a diversion with live bait.
So what's your plan for getting past those guys?
Live bait.
Good idea.
Their solution? Having Timon dress in drag and do the hula while tempting the scavengers to eat Pumbaa. Believe it or not, the line that prompts this scene was actually improvised by Timon's voice actor Nathan Lane. Their Hawaiian war chant was supposed to be replaced with a different song, but was kept in thanks to time constraints.
Wow! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy Pumbaa here because he has a treat. Coming down a dine on a Stacy's swine, all you have to do is get in line.
And thank goodness. The stage and live-action adaptations had their own humorous takes on the diversion, but it's hard to compete with something this silly and effective. Number 2. The start of a beautiful acquaintanceship, The Lion King 1.5. One of the benefits of seeing the first movie from Timon and Pumbaa's point of view is that we get to see how they first met.
How convenient. Enter omniscient monkey right on cue.
Well, you know what they say. When the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Timon is on his own looking for a new home, but his fear of predators sends him running for his life. He ends up running into Pumbaa, and their first encounter is a scream to say the least. Realizing Pumbaa's good nature, Timon asks the warthog to join him in finding a home, mostly to protect him from predators.
And you want me to come with you?
Do you see any other big lovable chunk of warthog here, who also happens to have razor-sharp tusks and the ability to repel predators?
Little could either have known that what starts out as just an acquaintanceship would blossom into an unbreakable friendship, facing the good and bad times together as the iconic duo we know and love today.
Pumbaa, this could be the start of a beautiful acquaintanceship.
Name a more iconic duo, I'll wait. Seriously, look how many awesome moments they have together. We even have honorable mentions. There is one moment that defines Timon and Pumbaa though, and their incredibly catchy philosophy.
What precious little babykins! I have always wanted my own little sugar plum dumplings, and now I've got you! I could die!
No one makes faces in spoons like Gaston.
Actually, no one has the opinion of Gaston.
Rescuing Simba was a cinch. Then came the really scary part. Parenthood.
They seem friendly, funny, and a little stinky, just like me. I knew we'd get along.
Huh?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Hakuna Matata, The Lion King.
Then maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
What?
Hakuna Matata!
Taking the number 1 spot is the show tune that secured Timon and Pumbaa's place in our hearts. After rescuing young Simba from the desert, the two teach him the ways of their problem-free philosophy after their personal motto, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, it's our motto.
What's a motto?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
This catchy reggae fusion fits Timon and Pumbaa's characters to a T. It literally translates to no worries, which is how our favorite twosome wants to enjoy life.
Life without worry. You seek Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Tomata?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Perfect.
They almost replaced this song with the catchy Warthog Rhapsody, but we're glad they kept this track alive as one of the most iconic Disney songs in history. There's a reason this was handpicked to be the theme song for the duo's own animated series.
It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.